Time to unbox this Sebart Marchetti from GatorRc. Welcome everybody back to Just Plain Crazy. I'm Brennan. Thanks for joining me again for another episode down here in the lair. And that's right, here on the bench in front of me, available over at GatorRc, this is the Sebart Marchetti. Now this bad boy boasts two different color schemes, a yellow and black and a red and a white. We opted for the yellow for this project. This thing has a 66-inch wingspan, comes with pre-installed electronic gear and lights. So I can't wait to get this thing unboxed, put together into the field. This should happen pretty quickly. Let's get going. All right, let's get the lid off of this bad boy and see what we got. All right, guys, so as we got the lid off, let's go ahead and get some things cut there. Start to unbox and take a look. I think as that's propped up, let me actually roll around to the other side. So here we have our very lightweight, it looks like a cockpit area, if you will, and this is just a very thin Lexan that we can just glue in there so that way you can't see through the canopy and see underneath. Let's look up here in this wing box. Got a bunch of wax paper for protection. All right, we got decals. Decals are always cool, and we have an instruction manual there on the inside. Covering on this is a very beautiful yellow. This is a balsa build. We got a couple wrinkles. Now, if you followed along with any of my builds, you also know that anytime I deal with covering, we get that stuff heated and pressed down into the wood. So we don't have any of these wrinkles form later after everything is installed. But this is really cool that they got that cut out already. A lot of people struggle getting covering to cut without cutting the sheeting. So the fact that they have that done, that's pretty neat. All right, wings and vertical all come out together. So I love the color combination of the yellow and the black on the vertical. On the end here, that thing feels like it's a little bit weak. We'll probably soak some CA into that, but they already have some carbon fiber pins for alignment, and I bet you that's just gonna all epoxy down in there. So again, some nice attachment areas to bond with glue, but the yellow and black contrast is really nice. Let's take a look at the wings. All right, look at this. Nice color combination. The yellow is almost a little bit transparent here, so you can really see the wood grain underneath, which is really neat. And then there is our pre-installed electronic retracts and doors. Looks like we just got some foam tires in there. We got a spot for our aileron servos on this thing. So also kind of looks like that stuff's all pre-installed. So interesting. I don't know if that's, oh, it's tape right now. There we go. Let's pull that tape off. I could actually do without them taping it, but I know why they do it. They do it so that way the surfaces don't move around and get broken, but or fall apart, and then you don't know which one went where. It's hard to figure out, but it leaves residue on the covering, and that's hard to get off. Not impossible, just the pain. All right, so they are not pre-glued in there. You're going to have to glue those in, but I'll give you guys some secrets during the build on how to do that, but they're already notched and set up, which is really cool, and ready to get glued in. So really nice wing though, super nice. I love it. Wing number 2. So they have this shoulder built up on the inside in there. Again, really well covered. Super light, even with that retract in there. I like how light they are. Nothing else in the wing box. Packing. Here's our pieces for out at the end of the wing. There and there. Fiberglass, those are composite, so those are really nice. Paint on them's really nice, done well. All right, what do you guys say we pull the fuselage out? That box is heavy, we got stuff in there. Very well wrapped and protected. A lot of this wax paper on the top. And then we have it wrapped with tissue paper. They really took a lot of care not to get this thing messed up. All right, so this is an all balsa build-up fuse. I was thinking it was composite, but it's not. This thing is all balsa, all framed up. Look at how gorgeous that is, laser cut. So that is just absolutely stunning on the inside, and it weighs next to nothing, like it's super light. Oh, look at that, how cool. So they got canopy screws already done on this, thumb screws. That's something that I normally do, so the fact that they're already done, look at how nice. Those are 3mm canopy screws. Huge canopy. That thing's a monster, but really, really well constructed and framed. You got some just dirt marks on there that we can clean off. They already just rub with your fingers. And then look at the framework there on the inside. So hopefully you guys can see that. Again, retract already installed there. And there. Yeah, I like that. Very cool, very nice. And it's already set up for a motor mount there with blind nuts in the back. So we'll see how that spacing works out for mine. But just absolutely stunning fuse. Let's see what we got in this box. This was the front of the fuse. So, carbon tube. Pull cables and push rods, fiberglass horns, ball link clevises, and then let's see what else we got in here. So here we have more thumb screws, so it looks like they give you an extra set. That's super nice. Some hardware, some more quick link hardware, and some Allen screws. So nice. Landing gear sequencer. LED light controller. So this thing comes with lights. It comes with these little things that go out at the ends of the wingtips. So although they're not pre-installed lights, they do give you, it's funny, it's a free wing light controller, but they do give you some lenses, and then they do give you some LED lights for this thing. Now you can always opt for an upgrade, I guess, if you want to, and use uni lights like I do on a lot of my projects. Really helps that model to stand out, which maybe we just might do that. And then we have some little doodads to glue on to the aircraft. And what else we got? We got more stuff in here. It's like Christmas, it never ends. Motor box there. And we got ourselves a yellow spinner with a nice vented back plate. So that's really nice. Cool. Nothing more in there. Nothing more in there. Nothing more in there. Check the other side. Here is our cowling. There we go. Nicely painted cowl. Now, this is one of the things that we really love to look at. All right. When you start looking at different types of material, how good of a job did they do matching paint colors? So that's pretty spot on, from a Lexan or plastic there, if you will, to the composite fiberglass, right? Look how well those match. That's really, really nice. Now, when you take this up against there, that's pretty spot on as well. This is almost just a little thicker, where it's a little bit more transparent on the plane, but those yellows still match really, really close. So that's nice. You don't have a lot of contrasting colors as you go down the plane. So the cowl is already cut for the landing gear, a nose wheel in the front, but obviously we're going to have to find where the attachment points are. But guys, that's it for the unboxing. Let's lay the stuff out. All right, so here we go for our once over. Again, that nose cowling. And I like to do this just to give you guys the super close up. Quality of the covering looks fantastic. They did a really nice job on it. The yellow, again, is slightly transparent. You could see the wood grain underneath. Which is, it's a nice touch, but if you go back a couple inches, you can't see that. Here is our end tanks. Nicely painted. I don't see any defects or any issues there. Again, your carbon spar, doodads, light controller, some nice ample hardware, retract sequencer. Again, they give you extra thumb screws. Nice aluminum spinner, lightweight, vented. Different motor box. The vertical. Again, the horizontal, I really like this. Here you could see just a couple wrinkles. So whether it's the covering that changes or the balsa that actually changes with humidity and causes that, whatever, we'll fix it. But I like how those are already cut for you. There's a lot of people that really struggle with that. So that's really nice. Again, this thing, if you choose to use it, then you could put that in there. Some people just leave that thing out, and then they let all this woodwork exposed, which is really nice, but I guess it depends if you do a nice install or not. If it looks like a rat's nest, then probably not so much. But again, this is an all balsa constructed plane. So as you look on the inside, look how nice that is. I don't see a ton of extra nasty glue all over the place. They use a nice clear glue on the inside, and it looks like the joints are really well put together. It is a super lightweight fuselage. They already have everything in the back cut for everything to go in there. Here you can see the bottom. I do see those two little spots right there, but I'm assuming that maybe that was designed for venting at some point. They decided not to do it, but you have some reinforcement there for the battery tray. Look at the carbon square spars in there. And there you have your front retract, which almost looks like your standard EDF 60 size retracts in there, so neat. And you also have servos for them to actuate them, so for steering. But yeah, really, really nice. I like it. Looks good. Can't wait to get this thing together. Let's wrap it up. All right, and there you have it. That was the unboxing of the Sebart Marchetti, available over at GatorRc. So whether you're interested in this scheme or the alternate red and white, hop on over to the link down in the description below or visit www.gator-rc.com. The Sebart line is absolutely amazing, guys. If you haven't seen it, they have some really nice mixes of composite models, composite and balsa, all balsa, and everything from the mini jet series to prop planes to bigger jets, things like that. But Gator, definitely your one-stop hobby shop, guys, as they have complete lines from Seagull's models, Top RC model, Maxford USA, and then obviously Sebart. So plenty of things that you're going to find there to absolutely build up your hangar, like most of the products you see behind me. So with that being said, I'm Brendan. This is Just Plain Crazy. You guys are just plain crazy for always hanging out and watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. I can't wait to get started on this. This is going to be a super cool project. Don't forget, if you want to see more stuff along the way in between these videos, visit us over at our official Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok Just Plain Crazy pages. As always, I appreciate the shameless plug. Do me a favor, hit this thing, right? If you're going to hit that one, make sure you do that thing twice for me. But, you know, obviously like, share, subscribe, all of that cool shameless plug stuff. So with that being said, I do wish you guys happy flights. Peace out.